Okay, this is even more basic than basic, really. I thought I would help my brothers in the steel guitar world who are just starting out, as I've had requests of how do you tune the thing. Now, to my way of thinking, the Peterson tuner's got to be the best thing that's happened to steel players since sliced bread. You get your Peterson, it's got Jeff Newman's presets already in there. It's a wonderful piece of kit. You don't have to tell it what string you're tuning, it knows. So you plug it in, you'll see these lines moving. They're probably moving with my voice at the moment. If I play a note, there's my F sharp. Now that's got to stand still as near as you can get it. I raise it up on the knee lever, but it comes back to almost static, so that's pretty good. There's my second string. Now I work the lever to make sure that it's returning well, and that's pretty static there. When you get onto the third, this is a standard E9 that I'm tuning, and it seems to be, to my way of thinking, the most common tuning there is for standard pedal steel. On an Emmons, you tune with the pedals down. So when I get to my third string, I put the pedal down and I should have an A there, nice and static. Right, when I let the pedal off, there's my G sharp, and that's fairly static as well. Now with the E's on an Emmons guitar, because the way the mechanism's designed, it's got some strange characteristics. There's my E. Now it's fairly static, but the E lever lower it, and now it starts going up a tad. E lever to raise it, let that off, and it's static again. It's to do with the mechanics of the instrument, I believe. It's a bit complex for me because I don't understand it, but it seems to be a compromise. And I know that if I let that E lever that raises off, and that's fairly static, then my E's pretty well in tune. I don't worry about the lowering not returning quite as it should. It just keeps going a little bit, but once you press the pedals, it's just the Emmons mechanism. It's an old dog, but it's lovely and I love it. Now the next one, right, there's my B, put the pedal down, there's my C. Now that's showing a little wincy bit flat because they're dropping down, so I'm going to take that up just a tad on the key head here till it stops. Let it off. Now the B's about right, and you just go through each string. Now that B's, well, it's okay. But with the pedals down, there's my C sharp, and that is fairly static too. So the sound you're looking for the E9 open strings is okay. The guy that emailed me via YouTube didn't even know what the thing should sound like in open strings. You can see by the Peterson tuner it's actually giving you the notes: F sharp, D sharp, G sharp, E, B, G sharp, B, hang on, F sharp, sorry, E, D and B. But you have the sounds there, so you know what that's the open sound of the open tuning. But the Peterson's a fantastic piece of kit compared with the old tuners that we used to have, where you had to dial in a particular note and you had to move the thing from every note. This actually does it all for you, and I've known people get rid of these things because they found them too complicated to use. Well, it isn't too complicated to use. If you once you've used it, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. I certainly couldn't manage without it, especially on stage. If you break a string in the middle of a tune and you need to get your string back on to be in at the end of the tune, then this thing is invaluable. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody, and sorry if it's bored the rest of you. Okay, bye bye for now.